Right, let's give you another little life update. And don't worry, it's not just a video of me waffling on, I do have some things to show you. But whilst I am waffling on, I'm just going to try and tidy up the garage a little bit. So unfortunately, Kevlar is still not painted, just because of the weather. So, as some of you might know, I'm using Raptor paint. And you need a window, so you need to paint it and then you need to wait 72 hours, I believe it is, before any moisture, any water can touch it. So I need at least 2 days to paint it, and then a 72-hour window after that for it to get tough hard, as they call it. And this is England, we have not had that weather. Now, the prep work on the van is like 90% done. I worked my arse off, like taking off all of the plastics, headlights, everything that just needs to be off, and sanded the whole body. And whilst I was doing that, Rachel did all of the prep work on the wheels, just removing any sort of rust and any loose paints basically, and then we jet washed them all off, and they came up pretty good. Yeah, and all of the plastics, the ladder, the bull bar, I put this adhesive promoter on it from Raptor paint. I think it just helps it stick to all the plastic trims and stuff. And then after that I did the black Raptor paint on them, and they came up brilliant. Obviously I did it with the roller, and yeah, it gives a really good texture on it. I think it's slightly different to when you spray it, but you still get the same sort of result. And then of course I did all of the wheels again with using the roller, and I'm so happy with them. Obviously I had 6 of them to do, so there was a lot of preparation and a lot of paint, and I'll go into a lot more detail when I bring out the actual painting video of how we did it all. But of course when I took the rear tyres off, I noticed that my brake pads were pretty low, let's just say that. Metal on metal. But since, you know, I worked on the engine and did the oil cooler, it's given me a lot more confidence to actually work on my vehicle a lot more, and so it's pretty easy just to swap over the brake pads, sensors, clips and everything like that. So I'm glad that I found that job, and well, it got done. So because of the delays with painting the van, because of the weather, it's also caused another delay with another video that I want to bring out for you, which is to do with my new solar panels. So I reached out to a company that I found on eBay actually, called Voltanic, and yeah, I saw their solar panel kits online, reached out to them to see if they wanted to collaborate together. They were really friendly actually. I told them the idea that I wanted to do with it, and yeah, they were more than happy to give me some solar panels in return for some videos on their solar panels obviously. So I'll be doing a sort of installation video, and just a sort of review video down the line of how I think they've performed. But what I really liked about these solar panels is the whole kit that they come with. And again, in the video I'll go into a lot more detail of what they actually supply. But what was even better is they allowed me to do what I wanted to do with the solar panels, which was obviously make them tilt. If you've seen any of my old videos of my old solar panel and how I made them tilt with linear actuators, well, I'm basically doing it again, but on a much bigger scale. I actually had to order another linear actuator because, well, I've doubled my solar panel kit, which is what I wanted to do. We now have 3 200-watt solar panels and a nice big solar MPPT charger to obviously charge my leisure batteries. But I want to do something a little bit different this time, which was not drill any holes into my roof, because I'm just fed up with leaks basically. So I've designed it in a way where I didn't have to drill any holes, but it is well secured down to the roof. In fact, I removed the paint off of the roof of the van, so the metal plate that I've put down, that you'll see in the video, is actually sticking to like the structural material of the van rather than sticking to paint, which could peel off, which I've unfortunately got areas on the van where the paint is just peeling off. So I thought this would be a good idea. So there was another little job that I wanted to do before I painted, and that was stick the recovery tracks that I bought for the van to the outside of the vehicle. So I basically had to drill some holes, put some riv nuts with some sealant around it into the side of the van, and yeah, that's basically it. But I wanted to do that just so I could mark where it was going to go on the van first, but also I can paint over these riv nuts, and it's just another little bit of added protection from any leaks. Now there are some other things that I'm going to put on the outside of the van as well, including the ladder, which is going to go on the other side of the van. And again, I'm going to take all the paint back to the sort of Kevlar material and glue the bracket onto that, just so it's actually stuck to the bodywork, not the paint. And then also fitting a diesel can on the back door, just for us to carry it around, and it's on the outside of the vehicle rather than the inside of the vehicle like it was before. They're like the last little two jobs that I have to do before I paint the van, and luckily next week is my window of opportunity to actually get the van painted. So yeah, it's looking like really great weather. Maybe cloudy rather than sunny, but again that's good. And it's also going to be in like the 20-degree mark, which is again great for painting. But you might be wondering, well, what have I been doing in the meantime? Well, you might have noticed this is a new wall. Obviously I've been filming in my parents' garage for a while now. Yeah, this is the new area that I've built. Got a nice little worktop here, bit of storage. But I also built a wall because, well, I built my parents a utility room. It's just in my nature just to keep busy. I'm not a person who just likes to lounge around. And we've not been able to paint, and everything else is pretty much so done. I decided to give them a utility room. So yeah, this is the new utility room. This was obviously the back of the garage. I knocked through into the kitchen, done a door lining, fit some lintels. I've obviously got to install a door on there now. This is the other side of the wall. This is plasterboard this side, ply the other side so it's easy to screw things to, and just reused the old kitchen units that we used to have in the garage. Bit of worktop left over, and stuck the fridge in here. Yeah, this is what I've been up to for the last week, just getting this done. Still got to do stuff like paint and install a door, paint the floor, little bits here and there. But yeah, I didn't really film that much because it's not really that interesting for this channel. Yeah, this is what's been keeping my brain sane. So that's basically it. That's what I've been up to. So this is my little update video for you lot. Next week, big week, painting the van, getting it done, putting everything back on it, making it look awesome, and then probably the following week I'll get the video ready for you guys. I've never done a van tour video really, so I will be also doing that in the future. But also the solar panel video, that's going to be coming out. And then yeah, we're going to be hitting the road basically and getting the hell out of here. We have been here for far too long, longer than expected for sure. Obviously Kevlar's repairs were a must, but yeah, he is better than ever, going to be looking as good as ever with big upgrades. So hopefully we can get out there and start getting back on some adventures. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. A spray adhesive preparation from Vanlife.